though there are a few people who did not, it does not mean that everybody else who studied didn't make. The majority is those who actually studied far.
I have another question because
Just 1 minute. I think Ashley wants to respond to your previous. Yes.
No, I just want to add, and as Dr. Kalul had said, uh, the education is the and it's molding you, right? Some inputs which help you then to develop with your career path. So the important, don't ever listen to that song from the point of view of saying we don't need no education. We do need education to give you the path on which to start off on your innovation and creativity and everything else. See, one of the regrets I have in life, if I may say this, and my children are here, is in school, which is a school that I attended. We, I don't know, maybe it's changed now, but we didn't have much time devoted to. Okay, I'm giving you an example. So painters such as Van Gogh and Monet and these other painters, I never knew anything about them. I would look at a painting, that's a beautiful painting, but I didn't know anything about what an impressionist did or how he became an impressionist until I started looking at my children's books. Now in Italy, where they studied, this subject called history of art. It's a separate subject, like geography and history. So that and making them on as such. But I just wanted to tell you that this is something that look at education as a way of giving you a path forward. So if I had that subject in my school days, that would give me a path forward these things in a better manner, right? That's what I wanted to say.
Not what education you have, how you use.
I have another question. Society 5.0 and Industry 5.0. Now there is a development in technology and the metaverse is coming and there is augmented reality and virtual reality. How will this change the way we are getting education or the way we are learning?
Augmented reality and reality will change the job market in a very, very big way. Let us say I need to repair some equipment. I get trained on it and my repair time comes up. If I have now let's look into a heart surgery, mistakes become even less. Now, how does it improve employment? The virtual reality platform already today, we are talking that photocopying business. There will be vendors and multiple trained people go to the university, but they learn the back of virtual reality what you want. So all you do is to go and give them that. They'll make a virtual reality package. So you see that it will become employment in large numbers. When this it is as difficult to imagine as marriage videos. There was a time when marriage videos were not there. People are only taking still photographs. Over a time, videos started. Video making became a profession. Xerox, in my time, Xeroxing was not there. When I was going to college, my father's attested paper, which was typed by a typist. Okay, I use the word photocopy. Attested paper, which was typed by a typist. Okay, I use the word photocopy. But then, so it was not. Cyclostyle. So actually, when father told us to prepare the notes, distribute to class, we did cyclostyle. Like you type it on a carbon paper equivalent, you roll it once and keep generating multiple copies. You roll it once and keep generating multiple copies. So you see, virtual reality, augmented reality, all will become fantastic growth, both for employability as well as for reducing industry productivity time, helping surgeons, whatever.
Thank you.
Hello, Chin.
Yeah. Thank you, students. Okay, thank you, panelists. Since we are running out of time, we will have the concluding remarks from Shashank over here with respect to the panel discussion that we have had. In the we have a short break of 45 minutes, and post Mr. Ashley Cooper's daughters coming forward to share their experiences. I want students to with the Western style of education. Some of you are already speaking about the different Western education and Indian education in the afternoon. So I want you to interact with them and to know the difference, how education is managed abroad. So many of you might have had plans to go abroad as well in the coming year. So interact with them early in the afternoon. You can come up and share your presentations up. Conclude the session in the morning. I now call upon Shashank to make remarks.
Thank you, Akhil. First of all, I would like to so grateful. I feel so grateful. I feel so grateful for you, Father, for everything you have done to us. And I'm so grateful for each one of you present here for sharing your experiences and your knowledge here. And I observations here. Mr. Subir Shukla and Dr. Kallol and Cooper sir, each one of you are individuals and with your own unique qualities. You are more free in nature. That's why you settled in the individuals and with your own unique qualities. You are more free in nature. That's why you settled in the sea. Is like he himself mentioned, Dr. Kallol is a conformist. He's like disciplined. He wants to learn. He wants to read. He wants to study, and he has enjoyed. And Mr. Subir sir, he's gone to many places. Like he's gone to children, not just in school, in the tribal areas, and learn from everyone possible. So that's the share of knowledge that we got here today. Three different people doing three different professions and excelling in it, and experiences, and it's a very humbling experience for me. And with this humility, I would like to add few words of my own on how tomorrow can proceed, and words of my own on how tomorrow can proceed, and how if it proceeds in that way, it can be better education for all of us here. With the first one is linguistics. Has been stressing from the day one when we joined school, like language is a very important tool. Language is the only reason that differentiates animals from human beings, because we're more sophisticated in the way we can communicate with each other, and that's what I'm trying to do with you today. And you're receiving it. That's because communication, the tool that we use, knowledge, is language. I would like each one of you to start with your mother tongue. Any language that may be, whatever language you speak at home is your mother tongue. Each one of you to go focus more on your, because if you don't know your mother tongue, you will not be able to learn any other language in this world. Of course, English is the most powerful language in the. These islanders from some island in the north of the world, they came and they conquered and this language. They're very intelligent people, of course, but we need English as well. But if you can't learn English properly, so go and learn your mother tongue first. Do your homework. Talk to your parents first properly. Learn how to converse in Kannada, Telugu, or what Urdu or Hindi or whatever your mother tongue is. Try to first go look into the basics first. By now you this language for 10, 12 years. Make sure you studied it properly. Ask help from Kannada. I want each one of you to use more and don't assume the meaning of any word. Don't think that someone told me something, I know what it is. No, you don't know. You don't know the context in which someone has uttered that word or presented that word or told that word. Today here I've used many new words, and I want you to make sure that each word that was used, please open the dictionary and remember the context. The meaning of the word makes a difference. So without terms and definitions, you will be mediocre people. You will be like normal software engineers, normal doctor in any corporate company. When you go and meet someone, you will not be scientists, researchers. You will not be the ones who will go and contribute to the world next. You will not be able to help people. You will not be able to lead world. You in any language that you speak. So go for it. Improve your terms and definitions. Very important. If you know what language is and how to use it as a tool, the second point that comes is you can acquire knowledge. You know, Mr. Subir Shukla sir told, with you, within everyone. So how do you know knowledge? Use your language as a tool and try to acquire it. What is knowledge? Knowledge is science. Science is knowledge, right? So you start by learning I, E, A, B. Then you start making sentences. Then I observed something today. You tell it to your friend. You both go and ask their mother, how do you cook it? You know how to communicate. You go and take the knowledge. And after taking the knowledge, don't forget it there. You have to recall. Recalling is a part of knowledge. Like Mr. Sudhir Shukla was referring to, there are like points that he told are very important. First one is asking questions. First, being curious. Reflect what it is. What is this? You want to recall again, like how it was, how your experience was. You want to reflect. And you apply it in different ways. You can cook it in different styles, no? Omelette, how many are there? Someone wants sunny side with onion, someone wants Spanish omelets. There are so many. So how all this came up? They didn't restrict themselves to eating the omelette that their mother cooked. So they took that recipe and they applied their own, creativity to it. Bitter gourd omelette maybe. I don't know how it is. Maybe someone likes bitter gourd. They might come and say, "Oh, this is the best omelette I have had. I can pay more for you. Please make more omelets for me." I don't know. So be creative. You experiment with knowledge. Experiment with knowledge, gain more knowledge, and use that knowledge again and keep experimenting. And I would also like to after you have language and after you know the importance of science. I was also like Kalol sir was telling me, like, enjoy your math. What is mathematics? In the purest of sense, mathematics is learning. So you have to enjoy the learning process. Every moment, where all human beings are equal. No, we are not born equal, right? Some of our parents are rich, some of us are born in developed countries, some of us are born in developing countries, many people are born in poor countries. We are not equal in many ways, but where we are equal, we have that opportunity to learn and become a better what. So that's where don't think that somebody is better than me. You think where you're all equals. And in that process, you can make a better version of yourself. And the ultimate goal should always be, to help fellow brothers, become a better version of themselves, to reach. So that I would also like to bring to you about also should include points about self-love. If you don't, the maximum that you can love any other person is how much you love yourself. You can't love other person more than you love yourself. So if there is anybody who thinks that he loves his auntie, uncle, brother, mother, father more than anybody else, he is lying. Okay, he is literally lying. You can love yourself truly. You can love other person truly as well. All your dreams, it can be achieved. Don't give up. There is no point just because you fail. Fail, learn, create. Fail, learn, create. It can happen forever. So Remember my younger brothers and sisters who are sitting here, like self-love is of the utmost importance, and to love yourself. Don't expect love from others. Girlfriend, boyfriend, you want love from others. You want that ego, no? It wants to satisfy. You see, I'm beautiful, smart. Like people love me only for a small while. No, this is not permanent. It will go away. Your beauty will shade away. You will all become uncles one day. Everyone will tell one good. No, no more, man. Yeah, that's what that's what will happen to everyone. You have joy in learning. Till the point you die, you're young at heart, mind, and soul. So nobody can ever take away from you. So being young at heart, being young in learning, it all is like the gist of self-love that I would like to communicate to you. Okay, these three things are fine. First one is with this, what are the other in this process of growing, in this journey of learning? Okay, I have a few things. Okay, the first thing is the mind. Powerful tool that human beings possess. It's the mind. Okay, you have to study about the mind, learn about the definition of mind. What is mind? Research it today. The source of knowledge is also very essential today. Today we are bombarded with so much knowledge. There's so much input for everything. Okay, there's so up on Netflix. There's so many movies on. Go to Google and type the word of some name. You type the name Swati on Google. Okay, you will be bombarded. Shashank, go and search. Who is reliable enough to tell about Shashank or about any Swati? I'm just giving you an example. Who is more reliable? So you will also have to know what is the good source of information. I can't come and teach you that. Don't expect the school to teach you that. It's your personal responsibility. You have to be responsible for yourself. You get your knowledge from that source reliable enough. Don't knowledge. They're all like knowledge. You'll have to go on that quest. You have to journey. Maybe someone is good in audio. Someone might hear and understand something better. Someone might be visual. Someone might see something and understand. Someone good in doing something. Maybe he more about agriculture by going and doing it. Like the mind. Okay? Like in school, it was always prioritized. Okay, thinking was always, and it was structural and it as a process, not as a random one. I remember that we used to have classes by Edward de Bono taught by father, and it had lateral linear thinking. After A, B, C, C, somebody will tell, no, we'll start with, X. Let's start with X and then come back to A and then maybe move somewhere. So thinking out of the box. So we need thinking methods. So this thinking will add to creativity. Thinking, using the mind and thinking methods. So this will be your creativity. And like I've told you, the importance of I've told you something. Sir told you something. I've told you something. Sir told you something. Kal also told you something. Are you in the present? The first question. Second question. No. In lunch period, your issues or challenges or India or match has gone on yesterday, right? We're distracted. Are you capable enough or are you in the present enough? So we are not superhumans. Maybe 2 hours from now we'll forget half of it. 1 day from now we'll forget 80% of it. After a week, no one remembers that this seminar took place. 10 years from now, if I speak to someone, did that seminar happen? Maybe yeah. That's all you might remember. You don't want this to happen. Write it down. Reread it, think about it. Write it down, read it, and think about it. Maybe today, tomorrow morning, after you wake up, if you do it at least tomorrow morning, I'm very, very sure that it will stay in your head for the next 1 week. In that, if you recall again and revise again, it will stay for a longer time. So this is how prioritize things. So write down everything that comes up. 4 dogs on the road. Not necessary. You can as well forget it also. Unless and until there was something specific in that you want to remember. Identify. Our brain is not a dustbin. If 4 dogs came, 4 cats went. Every day, identify what were my senses up to. What was I doing? Was I able to focus? So when I was in that focused state of mind, what are that I came through? And I heard some new words today. What are, I have some doubts today. What are they? Main internal assets. Make sure that you spend some time with yourself every day. Otherwise, you can't. I know many people. I know. So all that entertainment. The most important of them all, self time. Are you able to give that self time where you are able to ponder what today, what I did, anyone doing this process? If so, I am very, very, very glad and I go down to that person. If not, start from today. It will really, really help each one of you to grow. It will help you to grow, to understand, and there is a continuity. See, this world, this universe is a continuity. Love is a banyan tree that I take shade in was not planted. It was planted by grandfather, someone in that grandfather generation. So all the knowledge that we are enjoying today was not just from our grandfather. It was from our forefathers many centuries ago. So it's a continuity. You have to, if things have to survive, give result. You cannot water one mango tree one day and then today I have watered one mango. Or you can't go next year and tell one day I have watered you. You know what? I've come back. So where is the mango? Naisa nahi chalta hai. Dunya, it's like life has to process. There is a method to it, right? For each one method. So that's what's see, we're all each are individuals. There is no one like you on this earth. Believe me, there's no one on this earth just like you. Each one of you sitting here, including me, who are standing here also, everybody is an unique individual in their own way. Have you realized uniqueness in you? Have you realized it or not? Is all that makes the difference. If you can, definitely others will realize. Have you realized it yourself? So I want each one of you to realize in you and go for the customization, go for a personalization. Tell that, see, I want it to be like that. Khichdi, I want khichdi without the and with little jeera, okay, to 50 degrees Celsius and hog that, right? Juice, not sugar. I don't like sugars. I just want the fructose in the fruits and also make it more tastier by adding some elixir. Customization, personalization, right? So you want to work towards it. So who is making juice for you? Like at least the juice mission, who makes it for you? It's another fellow human being, right? So be ready to serve others. Every small work that you do is a service to another human being. Don't shy away from serving each other. If friend wants help, be the first one to go and serve him. He is not feeling well, go and help him wear bandage. Sometimes he falls down, go and wash his wound and give him some service. So if you start service, no, you need service, you will be able to learn. will feel better, and you can use it to bring bigger companies. And one day after you are very good at your learning is in rupees, tomorrow dollars, right? Otherwise, no one is interested to pay you, right? If you want, you give that good service. How? Start here. If you are not willing to serve your brothers who are sitting beside you, do you think you will serve the world? Interested to serve your mother, father, brother, you think you will serve others, mothers, brothers, and fathers? So start with one. So I want, with all this knowledge that I've given you, okay, language, science, self-love, and all the tools, I want it to lead to independent thought and experience. Independent thought and experience is very essential. Not what he told or what they told or what others told. What is your thought? What is your experience? What did you learn from it? You know why I'm telling you? This will lead to individuals with integrity, with ethics. We are more individuals with integrity and ethics, with the best values. Age of industry 5.0, society 5.0, it's like technology. You can do so many things with it. Use, disuse. So if leaders who go there do not have enough integrity, do not have enough knowledge how they have to take care of their emotions, can it not be detrimental to the human race? All the technology, all the science, for when there is no quality in the human thought, or when there is no ethics, when people cannot differentiate what is good and what is bad for the whole. Being the leaders of this society, I want each one of you to build bigger companies. Companies can be for different cause, for profit, not for profit. So get together people, build companies, become better. I want the next Facebook, next whatever bigger. See, this is the right age to start. Here, sit and listen again. You're already there. So make the best usage of it. That's all I want to say. And I want to conclude that this has been such a great opportunity, and each one of you present here, being here. And
Okay, thank you all. We end the morning session of the panel. We'll be coming back in the afternoon after 45 minutes. The students can leave from the end, 7th standard.